IVF is hard for everybody.
Oh.
You know, so many of my friends have been through it. And my heart goes out to everybody who hasn't had success, because whether it's age or genetics or, you know, you're just not meant to have babies, it's very difficult. And
the needle's like huge too. People don't talk about how big the needle is. It's like a baseball bat.
Which needle?
The one that you do to, I'm going to say this wrong.
Yeah.
The one that you do like the month before you get, I don't know how to say it.
No, I think it's
retrieve the eggs or make it juicy.
My friend did it, and she sent me a picture of the needle, and it was like this big.
Like the gauge was big.
I think it's preparing for the embryo to be implemented into the carrier, and like that you have to do, maybe I'm gonna get this wrong too, a period of time, maybe 30 days of like heavy shots.
Yes. Okay. So I've been through it. Me and my husband have gone through 2 or 3 rounds, I forget. And I'm gonna get stuff wrong. Like there's so many different little like details that, like, you know, you go in every other day to the doctor's office, but a lot of the time I was like just going with the flow. Like, you got to do this, you got to go here, you got to, you know, there's just like details that you miss. And then before you know, it's like, oh, we're done with the round. But there's genetic testing and all that. I mean, for me, I was on hormones for over 10 years, and that obviously killed all my sperm. And I wasn't like shooting blanks, but I was like, it was like liquidy, let's just say, Michael.
Okay. I got it. 10-4, got it.
But I stopped it, and I was like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to just stop my hormones. I'm going to try to get back to like where I was. I was like, it might seem impossible, but I have hope. And my husband obviously has never been on hormones and has eggs and has, you know, a period and all of that stuff. So he was fine. Like, I wasn't worried about him. I was worried about my 50% of the commitment. So when we went in, they were like, oh, you know, she has no viable sperm. And then I tried again and again. And then we, you know, waited on it, prayed on it. And then it was literally a miracle conception. Like, literally, like, they were like, you have moving sperm. And then they do the genetic testing, and, you know, he's shooting himself up every single day in the stomach because they have to pump you up with hormones. So your eggs get bigger and you get more. And it's just like makes you super like emotional. And it's like not cute, obviously, for the egg person. For me, it was really easy. I just went in a room and, you know, I had a cup and it was major.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. Literally squeezy. But yeah, so it was crazy that I was able to create genetic viable sperm, and that it mixed and created an embryo.
So what did they have to? They had to bring the testosterone levels up. Is that what they had to do, or?
I didn't know. I took nothing. So the first time around that we did it, they told me to take pills, and they were like, I guess like testosterone pills. I didn't read the label or anything, but they're like, literally take this every day. It'll like make your, you know, stuff more viable or whatever. And I was like lying that I was taking them because I was like, I don't want to take testosterone. So I'd be like, yeah,
I love a lie.
Yeah, I like kept them in my purse, and like I found the purse the other day, and they were like the other year, and the entire pack was full. I think one was popped out.
I would have done that too.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm taking them. It's just not working. I don't know. I was like, I'm not taking these testosterone manly pills.
After everything you've been through, that sounds like a nightmare to then take testosterone pills.
Yeah, I was just like, well, if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen.
If someone was going to transition, don't you think that something that, like, I don't know if there's a way to advocate.
Like bank some sperm?
Yes.
See, that's the reason that I shared most of this journey.
To do that.
Is because and I've heard so many people be like, oh, I'm literally just about to start transitioning with hormones, like medically. And my parents, I told my parents about your video. I showed them your video, and they're offering to pay for, you know, freezing my sperm. And a lot of people don't have that resource, but I wanted to put it out there for people that do, because it would have been so much easier for me if I just did it at the beginning.
You know what you should do? I feel like you should team up with like a fertility specialist, and you should do like, I don't know if it's like a charity or something where people can go and do it for free so they can have that insurance, because I can't imagine going through everything that you've gone through, and you're here and you're successful and you're beautiful and you have all these things, and then you're like, fuck, I should have done this before. It's such an easy thing to do to have it as insurance.
Yeah, I agree. I think that should be offered for sure. I think that's somewhere in our future.
Yeah, I feel like
I want to say
you would be like the best like advocate.
Well, I even tell
like.
my friends that are single and getting older, I'm like, what? There's not, to your point, like, it's not that big of a deal to go and extract the sperm.
Right.
It's like
easy peasy.
Yeah, bank it.
To extract the eggs, and you always hear like, oh, your time is ticking, the clock is ticking. It's like for humans with sperm, it's a lot easier if you're not on testosterone blockers and estrogen and stuff like that. So I don't see why not.